He is a 9-year-old trapped in an adult body. He is a man-child. He loves to talk nerdy, and he is your host, Steve Tooley.
Hey guys, Steve here from Rocks, and welcome back to this episode number 2 of the Nerdy News podcast. And today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about a super villain that has been largely overlooked from my perspective. I really haven't paid much attention to this villain, and I think he's incredible. I've become a big fan. Now, most of you know that I'm a big fan of DC's Joker as a villain, but this guy is a Marvel supervillain, and I'm fascinated by him, and I think you will be too. And I'll give you a rundown of his bio, but very cool. Another thing we're going to talk about is how an 11-year-old girl maybe be changing the comic book industry a little bit, and she wrote to DC Comics and they responded, and we're going to get into that a little bit. Very interesting story, and I think it's very cool how DC responded to this. And then we're going to be talking about a potential movie. I am a superhero movie fanatic. I love them. I really love the superhero movies, and this one has really sparked my interest. I know last episode we talked about Shazam, which sounds incredible, but this sounds incredible as well. And I am a big DC fan, and this will be a DC movie. Now, I know Marvel has kind of maybe has the market as far as superhero movies go. I mean, they've released so many, but DC's starting to catch up a little bit, and DC's been doing for a long time, because I mean there's been a lot of Batman movies. So, but anyway, we're going to talk about this stuff. We're going to get into this super villain. Now, the super villain that I'm talking about is Thanos, and the reason I started checking out Thanos, because I noticed I'm a pop vinyl collector. I've gotten into the pop vinyl collection, and I'm much enjoying them, and I'm much enjoying collecting these pop vinyl figures. And I noticed that there is a pre-order for Thanos. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy Series 2 Thanos 6-inch pop action figure. He's not set to release until March 31st, 2015. So about a month, and he'll be. But I seen him on Amazon.com, and you can pre-order there. He's $17, free shipping. The one that I found is. And he's awesome looking, and I saw that and I was like, Thanos. Heard of him, never really checked him out. So I started checking Thanos out, and pretty much he's a Titan, and he is unstoppable. Now height and body structure, Thanos is 6'7", 985 pounds of solid awesomeness. And he possesses superhuman physiologies of all elements. So he has super strength, super endurance, super reflexes, super agility. His skin can withstand mounds of heat, like extreme heat, extreme cold. His skin can withstand electricity, radiation, toxins, aging, and disease. Okay, and he can survive indefinitely without food or water. So Thanos is the super villain of all super villains. I mean, who could stop Thanos? And I was thinking to myself, the Incredible Hulk is pretty awesome, but he's defeatable. And if they pit him against Thanos, which I think they should, and I think maybe they have in a comic book. I think maybe they have, and I'm pretty sure a trade paperback came out with this story, Hulk against Thanos. Haven't read it, not sure who wins, don't even know what's going on in there, but I'm going to find out. I will. That sparks my interest, because as soon as I started checking Thanos out, instantly I thought Incredible Hulk, because I'm thinking, who is going to really do any damage to this character with him being that indestructible? Instantly I thought Incredible Hulk, but then I thought, well, Incredible Hulk can be hurt. And I know the madder he gets, the more powerful he gets, and the madder he ggets, the bigger he gets. And that may be the only hero that could do any damage to Thanos the way it sounds, because he's ridiculous. So he can go without food and water indefinitely. And so what does it say here? It says his mind is also invulnerable to most forms of psychic attack, and can protect a psionic blast of energy as well as blasts of plasma, cosmic energy from his eyes and hands. He's a master strategist, adept in science far beyond Earth's technology. So he's a genius, and he has some mystical knowledge. And his first appearance was in Iron Man number 55 in 1973, and his origin, which would be a good comic to check out. His origin is in Silver Surfer number 37, 1990. I'll be looking for those. I will be looking for those. First appearance, there's going to be a price tag on that. There might even be a pretty hefty price tag on that origin. Difference in dates, 1973, 1990, but either way, there'll probably be a hefty price tag on those origins. So, and there is figures after figures after figures of Thanos, and he is an incredible. I'm digging him. I am digging this as a super villain. He is, and he's cool looking. He's just, look Thanos up. If you don't know what he looks like, and I'm sure you do, but he's just cool looking. He is, yeah. So that's something that sparked my interest when I saw the pop vinyl. I was looking for pop vinyls. I saw Thanos. I thought, Thanos, I haven't really paid much attention to him. And I started checking him out. I'm becoming a big fan. My Marvel supervillain favorite of all times, definitely Thanos. And I've barely read any comics with him in it. I've checked it, like I said, I've checked out his bio and did a little research on him, and I'm a fan. I am a fan. So there you have it. In the comic book industry, in the pop vinyl industry, kind of the figure industry, and the well, as far as the subject goes, comic book and pop vinyl figure, Thanos. Check him out. Check him out. You'll love him. You'll love him. So there's a young girl, 11-year-old girl, who wrote to DC Comics, and DC responded to her. But what she wrote is, my name is Rowan, and I'm an 11-year-old. I love superheroes and have been reading comics and watching superhero cartoons and movies since I was very young. I'm a girl. I'm upset because there aren't many girl superheroes or movies and comics from DC. For my birthday, I've got your Justice League Chibis, or I think they're called Chibis, maybe Chibis. Basically what they are is they're like a little figure, like a little pop vinyl figure. Not really, it's not a pop vinyl, but I mean they're similar to that. But anyway, I noticed in the little pamphlet that there are only 2 girl chibis and 10 boys. Also, the background for the girl figures was all pink and purple. I remember watching Justice League cartoons when I was really young with my dad. There are Superman and Batman movies, but not a Wonder Woman. You have a Flash TV show, but not a Wonder Woman one. Marvel Comics made movies, Talking Tree and Raccoon. I'm reading her letter. Anyway, so that's her letter. Now, DC responds to this. It says, when 11-year-old Rowan received a Justice League chibi set for her birthday, the comic lover was disappointed to find that there were 10 male superheroes and only 2 females. She also did not understand why the background for the girl superheroes was all pink and purple and other girl colors, but the boy superheroes got black, red, and dark blue. She told the Huffington Post. She was frustrated. So that's the letter. That's the letter she wrote to DC. And then after Rowan wrote the letter, family friend David M. Perry wrote a blog post about her words, which later went viral on Twitter. DC responded to the letter on Twitter. Though Rowan tells the Huffington Post she did not receive any personal email or mail from the publisher. Here's what DC puts on Twitter. Thanks, Rowan. We agree. We're working hard to create more superhero fun for girls. And that was a tweet by DC Comics. Another one, yes, Rowan, girls read comics too. Wonder Woman movie and Supergirl TV, both in the works, with more exciting girl power announcements soon. So, and it says Rowan is pleased that her letter made some waves, but she said she was upset, but what they did is they made a little superhero out of her. They drew her into a superhero. So, but it says she is pleased that her letter made some waves, but she said she's upset that there are some who are saying that I did not write the letter, or even that I am not a real person. This really hurts my feelings, which, I mean, I don't even know what I said. But anyway, and ultimately the 11-year-old has one goal in mind. I hope that DC and Marvel too will make a change. I hope that things will be different. I hope that people will see my letter and think, yeah, there really need to be some changes, which I agree with her, 100% agree with her. I know I'm a comic book collector, and the fact that I can relate to some of the characters is definitely gender-based, and you can relate to these characters in different ways. Now, nobody is ever going to have superhuman powers, but you can maybe relate to their origin or where they come from, or just relate. And it's definitely gender-based. So for a girl comic book collector out there, and I've got a daughter who loves comic books, and I don't know if she's ever felt this way about not having enough female characters, but yeah, I mean, when you're young and you want to relate to something and you fall into comic books and stories and artwork and you start relating to characters, a lot of it is gender-based. So I agree with her. I mean, there is loads of female superheroes and loads of female superhero comic books. There is plenty. But when it comes to cartoons, television, and movies, it is lacking. And so I agree with her, and I think she's a brave young girl to write a letter to the publishers of DC, and I think they responded. And I think that they'll probably do something about it, and I hope that they do, and I hope that Marvel does as well. And I think it's cool. I think it's cool that this young girl, 11 years old, is a comic book collector. And it's because it is a healthy hobby to have. It's better than a lot of other things young ones could be out doing. So if they're collecting comics and getting wrapped up into the comic book world and getting lost in that a little bit, I mean, in a healthy way, not losing touch with reality or anything, but you know what I mean. Like, that's cool. It's very cool, and I hope that they made her happy, and I hope she keeps collecting, and I hope she keeps reading, and I hope she keeps her heart on comics and still sticks with it. So there we have that. Now, there's rumors of a movie, and like I said, I do love some superhero movies, man. I love going to the theater, sitting down with a big fat bowl of popcorn. I mean, I share a little bit of it with my wife, but and watching a good superhero flick, man. I mean, I just love it. And so rumors have it, in 2017, the release date for the Justice League. Now, the Justice League consists of, well, there's lots of members of the Justice League, but we have Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Green Lantern. And Rowan, there's only one woman in the Justice League, so DC, get on the shtick, man, because Rowan is going to come unglued. Anyway, I'm not making fun. I'm really not. I was just trying to be funny. Sorry. Anyway, so that's the Justice League movie. It is rumored that Matt Damon will be Aquaman. And, Matt Damon? Aquaman? Well, whatever. Ben Affleck as Batman, of course. Yeah. Ben Affleck he's been a great superhero. So anyway, this actress Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Who else do we have? They're not showing many other character lists. But so basically, Zack Snyder is the director. Says confirmed director to direct the Justice League, and he's doing a Man of Steel sequel, and it's or properly known as Batman versus Superman, which this hasn't happened yet apparently, which I would look forward to that too, and then they have Henry Cavill as Superman, Ben Affleck as Batman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Let's see. That means there's still Green Lantern, the Flash, and Aquaman to be potentially cast. So they haven't even cast those guys yet. So, and if this is even going to take place, man, I hope so. I really think about it. Now, you get a Superman movie, you get the Superman hero, you get to watch a Superman movie, and it's great. You get a Batman movie, and you get to watch Batman, and some super villains, get tossed in the mix. You would get a superhero movie smack full of superheroes. We're talking seven superheroes in one movie. Man, and that would probably be a long movie, but I think that would just be amazing. I really do. I hope they do this. So now they say the Justice League is a go. Mentioned that the live action film is unlikely to reach theaters before 2018. So the 2017, that's not going to happen. But already the claim it is being contested by other news outlets. So there's people trying to say that it's not. They're trying to say this is just a rumor. I hope not. I hope this happens because I do love Marvel Comics, but I am a DC fan. Man, I just love me some Batman and some Flash and some Superman and Marvel is kind of, DC is kind of the superpowers, and they got superpowers, and they're from other planets and other places, and Marvel's kind of like the science project of comic books. You got look at the Incredible Hulk is gamma radiated, and Spider-Man's bit by a radioactive spider, and it just goes on and on and on. So it's like they're definitely different publishers by far as their heroes go. And you just gotta love each one, because they do. Each one has just put out some crazy and amazing and great characters. I'm going to babble on. So anyway, so that's and I'm giving you guys these pre-releases, like these dates of like 2019, 2018, and I understand that, but I get excited about it because I want this to happen. I want this to Shazam. I want Shazam movie to take place. I want that to happen. I want this Justice League movie to happen. I really do, and it would just be so cool. So, but we don't know. We don't know about Shazam. I mean, they make it sound legit, and this sounds legit. This sounds. I mean, and I mean, think about it. They want this to happen, and they want Shazam to happen. They want these movies to happen because I mean, they're money makers for one. But I mean, yeah, they definitely, they want this to take place. It's just whether they do it or not and how soon they do it. And because eventually, I guarantee eventually there will, I mean, I don't know how many years down the road, eventually there will be a Shazam movie. Eventually there will be a Justice League movie. Somebody's going to make it. So, but to see Aquaman in a movie, I mean, you never see Aquaman except in comic books. Never do you get to see Aquaman. Flash has got his own TV show. Arrow's got his own TV show. Gotham, which is the younger version of these characters, but they're showing up in Gotham. But and then movies is Superman and Batman. But Aquaman has been kind of overlooked, and he's an awesome character, and I look forward to seeing him in a movie. I mean, even Green Lantern's had a movie. And poor Aquaman is just stuck out there swimming around the ocean, beating up whales, and it's not fair. I feel sorry for you, Aquaman. I'm there for you, buddy. Aqua power. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by this episode of Nerdy News Podcast, and I do enjoy doing these. Like I said before, I got my mic here and got my headset on, and I feel like a radio DJ. I don't sound like one, but I feel like one. And, as long as I feel like one, it doesn't matter what I sound like. Because I'm not on the radio, I'm on a podcast. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. This episode number 2 of Nerdy News Podcast. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for taking a peek into this podcast with me. And check out the Geek Peek channel on YouTube. And check out geekpeek.rocks, our official Geek Peek website, and give us hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up and tell people about us, and we will talk to you next Thursday. See you in episode number 3, and thanks for stopping by, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.